welcome back to my channel. You know what, I'm not even gonna say welcome back to my channel, I'm just gonna say welcome to my channel. My name is Sophie, and before I even start into what I'm gonna be talking about today, I just want to say I really hope you guys are doing okay. I hope you guys are staying safe and that you're protecting yourselves with everything that's going on right now. It's a tough time for everyone. Everyone's quarantined, people are not working, people are sick, people are dying. Like, we're dealing with some real life issues right now. So hope you guys are safe out there, and we gonna make it through, y'all. Like, we're gonna make it through. Like, it's going to be okay. So I just wanted to come on here, talk to you guys a little bit about a lot of stuff. Now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about what this video is really about. Some of you guys have been wondering where I've been and like what's going on with my YouTube. So I just want to say that YouTube is always something that I constantly think about. I've never quit YouTube. It's always something where I sit and think about it, and I'm like, I need to get my things together to get back on YouTube, because this is something I really enjoyed when I was fully invested in it. Like, I've always wanted to come back and film for you guys and continue my YouTube journey, basically, okay? So for those of you that are new to my channel, like a little backstory on what we're going to be talking about today is basically, I started my YouTube channel. I think my first video was posted in 2009 when YouTube was still like a hobby, okay? So I would record videos, like little tips and tricks about hairstyling, basically, is what I started my YouTube off of. And at the time I was in cosmetology school and I was actively working in the hair industry, so hairstyling was kind of like what I was really into at the time. I have a lot of wig videos, then transition into, I started working at Sephora, then I started falling in love with makeup, so I would post like, you know, makeup videos and hair videos still. Makeup didn't really do well on my channel, but hair did really well on my channel. So most of my really popular videos are gonna be like hair and wig and hairstyling videos. So that's what my channel was. Then when I was really like, I don't want to say I was doing really well on YouTube, but I would say I hit a peak of my channel so far where I was constantly posting. Actually, that's the key to success on YouTube, is being consistent. Obviously, it makes sense, that's with everything, but definitely on YouTube, if you're not consistent, your channel is not going to grow like you would want it to. There was one point where I was like so focused on YouTube, and at that time I had so much going on. Like, I was in school full-time, I was working full-time, and I would come home and film videos and edit videos, and YouTube alone is a lot of work. You may think it looks easy if you have never tried it, but if you do YouTube videos and or you've ever tried making YouTube videos, it's a lot of work. So around that time when I was doing really well on my YouTube channel, I had a management company reach out to me and wanted to basically sign me to their team. And the company was stylehaul, okay? So I don't know if you guys are familiar with stylehaul, or I'm sure you guys have heard of it, because at the time some of my favorite YouTubers were signed to stylehaul. So if they were signed to stylehaul and stylehaul was reaching out to me, in my head it was like no brainer. Like, of course I'm gonna sign with you guys, because I know in my head at the time I felt like they would promote me and I would be leveling up just like the other YouTubers that I watch that are signed to stylehaul. Nope, that is not what happened. Let me back up a little bit here. So prior to signing with stylehaul, which I ended up signing the contract, prior to signing with stylehaul, I started making an income on YouTube. It wasn't big, it wasn't nothing like that. It was enough to basically pay like my cell phone bill and maybe go shopping. It wasn't a lot of money whatsoever, but it was still a side hustle. So after I signed with stylehaul, which honestly, like when they reached out, like I said, I didn't even think twice about it. At the time, I didn't have anybody to go to for legal advice. So what did I do? I made the decision on my own. Signed the contract 2-year contract, and at the time also I was starting to work with some companies. So after I signed with stylehaul, worst decision I've ever made, to be honest. And I will tell you, I think stylehaul even still exists. I don't think they're still around. If they are, whatever, but this was my experience, so I'm just sharing it. I signed with stylehaul. I just expected everything to just go up from there, obviously, because now I have a manager, so you know, things will be great. Soon after I signed with them, I started noticing that the little bit of money that I was making on YouTube prior was a lot less. And this is around the time where I was actually working my hardest on YouTube. For the amount of work that I was doing, I was not seeing the benefits whatsoever. Like I said, I'm not doing YouTube for money. However, I was already used to getting enough money to pay my phone bill. Like if that was all I got, I was fine with it. You know, throughout that whole process, I would email them and sometimes I would get a reply and sometimes I wouldn't. So after a while, and like I said, it was a 2-year contract. So after a while, it just started to become very, very frustrating. And listen, I am human, okay? So you put anybody in that situation and they're going to feel the same. And when it came time to finally get out of that contract, I was like, yes, thank you, God. It was kind of like after those 2 years, I went back to exactly where I was. Who wants that? I don't think there's one person out there that is comfortable with that. The best way to describe it is that I just felt like I was being taken advantage of by stylehaul, and nobody likes that feeling. And you are exhausted, just tired. That's kind of what made me stray away from YouTube for a little bit, get my thoughts together. And at the time, I honestly didn't feel comfortable with like talking about this, what I had went through on YouTube. I just wanted to kind of like sweep it under the rug and just go back to how it was, but that's not how I felt. So I just felt like it would have been so fake for me to just come on here and continue doing videos without even sharing what's happened. And honestly, I feel like my story and what I've gone through can help someone else out there. There are a lot of people that still are just starting YouTube out, and companies will take advantage of you. Companies, businesses, you know, management, people will take advantage of you. That's the thing. And I was so naive, you know, and I was just so like wanting to be like the girls that I really loved on YouTube. I wanted to reach their platform. I wanted to be like them. So the fact that stylehaul was connected to them, I thought that was my link. That was not the case. So I've made some mistakes along the way, and hopefully you can learn from my mistake. And you know, this doesn't just have to be with YouTube, you know, it could be with work, it could be associated with, you know, your daily life. Like I feel like people out there will take advantage of you if you allow them. And I honestly always think about, if I never signed with them, how much further I would be in my YouTube journey. But baby steps. Like I said, YouTube was never something where I felt like I'm just gonna quit and never come back. I always think about YouTube. I always think about you guys. I always think about, I have some of you guys that are rocking with me that still like send me emails, message me, follow me on Instagram, you know, and send me comments like, girl, where you at? And I really appreciate you guys. Like if you guys have been subscribed to me still after I've been so MIA, I appreciate you guys. Like you don't even understand. I really appreciate it. You know, hopefully it's because you saw potential in me and you really came out here to find some hair tips and tricks and all that, which I still plan on doing. But that brings me to my next point. So on YouTube before, I really felt like hair, makeup was what I was passionate about, which I'm still passionate about it now. Like I just got my lash and microblading certification. You know, I'm still very much in the beauty industry still. However, I feel like my channel now and my everyday life is a little different. So I really would like to transition my channel into what I'm like now, which is more of a lifestyle channel. If it's maybe cooking or weight loss journey videos, which I'm about to start that because quarantine has really help me put on the pounds, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Home decor, like vlog videos, things like that is what I'm really into. So I think that's where I plan on taking my channel, towards more of that path versus just beauty. So if you guys want to follow me on that journey, just stay subscribed. And if you're new, definitely hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you know when I post my next video. Thank you for listening to my rant and trying to understand where I'm coming from, and I will see you guys very soon with a new video. Bye.